Hey to the people, what's going on? This is me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and I got a full panel today because, baby, we got some shit to get into. Down to the merit to medicine. Now paging Dr. Dream. Hey, Dr. Dream, what's your
Hey,
tea?
doing good. How are you,
I
Chase?
know I'm all right. I'm pushing through. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to
Me
have
too.
you
We're
back.
matching.
Oh, we are?
Green.
Okay, you know I can't see, so that's nice to know. Now paging Dr. Sammy. Dr. Sammy, what's going on?
Hey, hey.
All right. You know, that's Quad Squad number one channel. And I've already gotten DMs from the people saying they want to talk about it. And last but not least, now paging Dr. Antonio. Dr. Antonio, what's your team?
All the tea, baby. Quality
Yes.
tea tonight.
Yes, all the tea and all the shade. Make sure that you guys go ahead and support us by liking this video, going ahead and commenting on the video, subscribing to the channel. You guys have been really showing up and showing out. Our 1 year anniversary is on in March, and we're almost at 1,000. So thank y'all so much for showing us love on X, um, Facebook, Instagram, especially TikTok, and most especially here on YouTube. Okay, and let's get right into it. The people starting to come in the room. Hey, to the people, let's get right on into this thing because we do have the other episode from the week before to get into, but it wasn't a lot to talk about there, so we can briefly just go ahead and do that and move on. Sweet Tea is moving quiet stuff out. Sammy, please help me with this. Why is quiet stuff still in on people's house, and why is she moving it out on camera? Was that tacky? What did you think?
I don't think it was taking it. She was moving it off on camera. I think it was, I don't know if it was taking it was still there, but it was quite awkward. I mean, but it's hard for Greg to let go. We've seen that in this current episode, so it makes sense.
Mm-mm. Okay, maybe it is a little hard to let go. Dr. Jackie is going to the White House and she invites Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly. They're trying to go ahead and push this thing that Dr. Heavenly is going to be unpredictable and not know what she's going to say or do. But I know for a fact that Dr. Heavenly is going to be on her P's and Q's as one of the last Black women to see the White House possibly for a very long time. Okay. So I'm not worried about that. The group heads down to Key West, and Simone points out that she picked out the shirts specifically because Phaedra said that y'all bitches, or I'm not going to let you bitches. What was it? Someone?
Bitches like you.
Bitches like you have anything to say about me not holding my end of the bargain. And I guess that really did not sit well with the ladies of the show. Quad attempts to explain to Phaedra that she minimized these bitches who went to the White House in all their glory, and they are glorious bitches. And maybe Phaedra didn't get it. And Phaedra says, "You're right. Not only did I not get it, but I also don't care. These bitches, you bitches, y'all bitches. It is what it is." Antonio, did you think that she was out of line for these bitches and bitches like y'all and bitches like them?
No, I don't think she was out of line. They've been wanting this Phaedra to show up all season, and when she finally gave them a little taste of what it is that she could do, one line, and they have been talking about it for weeks. They can't handle it. So they weren't ready for the real Phaedra that we've actually seen in action on the earlier seasons of RHOA, because that one little line shook them to the core. These girls need therapy after that. That's crazy.
Like, and they kept prodding her. They kept poking her. What pushes your buttons? Then they did the just what did Heavenly say at the table a couple of weeks ago. Because I don't want to say something and then not be able to commit to it or be a liar like Phaedra or something like that. Girl, y'all asking for it. You better be lucky. The best thing I could do is call y'all some bitches right now. Dream, where'd you stand on right? Where'd you stand on not only the bitches like y'all of it all, and tell me what you thought. Just basically, you know what? Catch us up, Dream, really quickly, because it's been a while. Where are you with everything leading up into this particular episode, very quickly? And then give me what you think about the bitches like y'all comment.
Up until this episode, it's definitely been a snooze fest. I can't
Oh,
lie, but I will say with the bitches like y'all comment, from the educated to the tennis player, it's bitches like y'all. Any bitch that y'all fall into, any bitch that's questioning me and my coins, it's y'all. And I wouldn't have backed down if I were Phaedra either.
all right, Dream's in the house now. Paging Dr. Dream.
Now we know why Dream ain't been in the house. She said it was a snooze fest. She ain't want to come up here for that.
Listen, I say what I say, and I gotta say it with my chest.
You want to talk about that boring shit?
Because no tea, no shade. I saw that episode last week. I said, "Ooh, we're gonna have to double up." Because guess what? that's the recap of that episode. But what I will say is, it goes to show the elitism amongst this group, that they look down on each other within the group. And then when someone comes in and looks down on them, it's like 3 and 4 episodes worth of dialogue on it. When y'all sit around, and whether it's justified or not, I know people feel a certain type of way. They have looked down on Toya. They have looked down on Quad. They have looked down, bring girls from the past, Mariah. They're looking down on Sweet Tea. So now you got a bitch that's on your level or better. And then in the reality TV game, she trumps, well, I don't use that word, she usurps all of you girls. And now she gets to look down on you, and y'all don't like it. And you think people supposed to give a fuck? No, I don't care about no glorious bitches. I don't care about no bitches in no t-shirts. Next time you want to copyright my phrases, make sure I get 10% on the back end. Word to Kenya. All right, so let's get into episode 10, you guys, and the one that we really want to talk about. That was episode 9. It's out of here. But episode 10, as they are playing the games, Dr. Eugene falls in the water, and it made me holler because Dr. Heavily told Daddy to push him out the way and come on.
No, Dr. Greg.
Oh, she told that to who?
That was Dr. Greg.
Dr. G fell in the water.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. G fell in the water, and Dr. Heavily did say, push him out the way and come on, right?
She said, he's on our team. Don't worry about him. Let him drown like here. Come on, let's get this win.
Oh, we got a lot of comments going on, and I can't read all of them, child, but hey to the people. Hey there, Zeta. Hey there, Manica. Hey, Asia. Let's see. So Sweet Tea says that she's getting along with Quad just fine, as everyone is going to change for the night's festivities. And she encourages Dr. G to do the same. And he admits that he hasn't spoken to King or Quad as of yet. I did see, in my opinion, Quad trying to be a little lighter with Sweet Tea at that moment. You know what I mean? And was Sweet Tea fanning out, or was she just receptive of it all, Sammy?
You know, at this point, I don't know if she. I usually would say like she's fan. I think she's still a fan, but it's hard for her to kind of show that. But I don't know. It's real weird with her. It's real awkward with Sweet Tea. Like, you don't know. It's like she wants to be okay. She wants to get along, but that other half of hers ain't going for it.
Mm-hmm.
So she don't know how. She don't know how to move.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna hold on to it because I hear what you're saying, but I do kind of feel like some of that other half, maybe not the whole of that other half of her, kind of is justified in wanting to have something to say.
No, I'm talking about her other half, her husband.
Oh, you're talking about her other. I thought you meant like as a whole of Sweet Tea, like half of want to be cool. Part of me wants to leave you alone like that. Okay, the other half. Oh yeah, he's not here for it. Dr. G's definitely not here for it. Dr. Heavenly tells Dr. Simone as they're setting up for the evening that she invited Shireen and Apollo. And Apollo said that Shireen would not be coming. Dr. Heavenly wants Apollo and Phaedra to move forward. Apollo and Phaedra to help Dr. G and Quad move forward in whatever issues they may have still lingering. Meanwhile, Quad has invited her new boy toy, Check. Does anyone here feel like
Phaedra.
Well, I'm so tired. All these people. I'm sorry, y'all. Does anyone feel like Phaedra owed Dr. Heavily the heads up that Check would be coming?
No. I think she invited him, though, because she knew that Apollo was coming, and she probably thought, oh, he's probably going to bring his wife, so I'm not going to be sitting there looking crazy, so let me go ahead and invite this young tender on down. And then the fact that the young tender already knows Apollo, that just makes it a little bit more messy. It's kind of like the cherry on top, you know, in Apollo face, so...
And listen, now that they've been playing games with each other, like I felt like the bid starting at, what was it, $4,000, and all that was a setup, and now they've been going back and forth, you know, in their way. I think that her bringing him was, and not telling Heavenly, was also like another shot from Phaedra to Heavenly, like, you think you got one up, but you can't get one up on me. So you can bring him, that's all right, but I'm gonna bring my man too. And let him and you know that I got this under control because I'm Phaedra.
Because why was Apollo? I mean, I get what Heavenly tried to say. Why? Oh, well, y'all, but Apollo shouldn't have been there.
You know
why is he there?
Heavenly, she packaged it real cute, and what she said, it could have made sense, and I would have been okay with it had she asked Phaedra prior to actually inviting Apollo. And she told Phaedra, hey, this is what I think. Y'all could help us with that. Versus saying, hey, I told him to come, and then saying, I think this is why. Because what if Phaedra wasn't with that?
Because then we saw on the video where she was like, yeah, we're going to Key West. You ought to come. She ain't say nothing about because of you and Phaedra's situation and how well y'all doing. And we got people in the group that need some whatever. She ain't say none of that. She was trying to be messy.
Exactly. Heavenly was trying to be messy, but package it up real cute.
Well, you know, Heavenly does not think that she was being a mess. So she's been on her channel and says, I told Phaedra, I thought it was going to cut it off. But what it feels like is, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, she invited Apollo first and then she told Phaedra.
Yes.
That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's doing what you want and asking for permission later and forgiveness later. I don't like stuff like that. If you wanted to do it, you come straight to me. And you know, Phaedra has a good mind for television, and I'm sure she thought on some sort of level him coming may work for the show because up until this point, she's still somewhat invested in it. But they about to piss her off, so we're gonna see.
You know what I thought was so funny? She agreed with it on that FaceTime, but I know when she pressed that red X, she called Heavenly all type of B words.
She definitely called her all
cuss her smooth out.
Bitches like her. That's the bitch she was talking about.
And she probably said, that's what I mean when I say bitches like y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, the room getting cute. Okay. Can someone read this comment from Zeta for me? Whoever can see a dream.
Zeta said, but she did ask, and Phaedra said, surprise me.
No, I thought Phaedra said, let's surprise them. Like, don't tell anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Like, we'll know. We'll be in on it.
Asked, but it's kind of like, at that point, what if Phaedra would have said, no, I'm not with that? Was Heavenly going to call Apollo and say, you know what? You can't go. No, she wasn't. I think that was to try to get in front of, like, I don't want to look too messy inviting this random ex-husband that ain't been around this group at all, except for those few minutes at the reunion last year. But let me go ahead and just tell Phaedra, because I don't want to look like I'm too dirt dog messy. At least I can have something to fall back on and say, yes, she knew it was coming up. Heavy, we see you, baby.
Yeah.
You and your long titties.
Phaedra felt challenged when Heavenly told her that she was going to tell Apollo to come. So Phaedra's not going to be like, no, don't tell him to come. No, tell him. Bring it.
Phaedra and cameras was rolling and she smiled and played along.
Yeah, like you're not going to see her break a sweat, regardless of whether or not she was happy about it or not. Oh, yeah, sure, bring him. And so this is why I'm going to bring my man and we're going to fuck this whole trip. And Apollo is better not have Shireen on this trip. So, you know, listen, game peak game, they're both Scorpios and Scorpios know a Scorpio. That's all I got to say. Now, Dr. Heavenly did mention that she didn't understand why Phaedra was bringing check on this trip when she didn't bring one last season. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. It just clicked to me that I said it out loud. Phaedra was supposed to have been dating a doctor last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that why she was saying that?
That's why she was
I think so.
Girl, Dr. Heavenly nasty as hell, bitch.
It's crazy though, when they had the opportunity to really get Phaedra together, they didn't.
Because that's when I would have got they say Toya tried, but they edited it out. And then does Toya have the range to get Phaedra together?
No. No, I like Toya, but no, she does not.
I knew you was gonna come with a strong no.
I've never seen Toya get anybody together. Even when she tried it with Jackie had laid her out and told her no substance.
Because you know, if we call you boring, well, if I call you a lack of substance,
I don't know if any of them actually have the range. Dr. Jackie may have something.
I think she would be the closest to her,
just because of how nasty we know she could be. But Simone gonna scream and yell. Toya ain't gonna do nothing. Quad might, and Heavenly gonna say your mama. So no.
Yeah.
You were saying, Sammy, you had something you wanted to add to that?
No, I was saying I think Jackie, if anybody could do it, it would. I just see it being Jackie.
Me too. I think it would be. I would love to see a nice.
They both have that nasty church woman spirit.
Mm-hmm. I want to see a nice nasty off between the two of them, but at this point, I honestly don't even think the lady gonna show up to the reunion. She is all in, 10 toes down on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she has not uttered a word about what's the name of the show? See, Married to Medicine. She hasn't even uttered a word.
Not since episode 1. I don't recall her ever saying anything about it.
Absolutely. You know, she said this thing that stuck with me a long time ago. You know, what you say? Wolves howl at the moon, but the moon never howls back, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's been the approach because Quad has been on a tour. Heavenly's been on a press tour, and every stop they make, they let it be known that Phaedra was, for some reason, in these meetings, trying to get rid of um, Quad. But I just, while we're here, how much sense does that make for Phaedra to be trying to get rid of Quad? Like, why would Phaedra be trying to get rid of Quad? Do y'all believe that?
I don't know if I
I don't
believe
believe it.
because it's like she knew on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how long she's been on Bravo, she's new on Married to Medicine. So I guess it probably, and I'm sure she already getting her money. So it would not be any type of a benefit to her for Quad to leave. So that just, to me, that makes no sense for her to try to do that. Now, we know Phaedra can be she can be low down and dirty, but I don't know about that.
I think she probably was in the meetings with them, but she said it last year that she wasn't gonna keep bringing Quad around if the group didn't get along. So I think if she was in the meeting, she was just going along with the majority. If y'all don't want her around, then don't bring her around. But I don't think she was the one like spearheading. Let's get Quad.
Yeah.
You know, now that y'all said that, I'm thinking about it. I feel like Phaedra just goes with the flow of things, and whatever somebody is saying, she's gonna go along with it. She don't really stand up on her own feet when it comes to Married to Medicine until she said bitches like y'all.
I don't think she really too much. I mean,
I don't think she cares too much.
Married to Medicine is a check for her. It's a check.
That's it.
That's why as soon as the Real Housewives of Atlanta came, she said, okay. They probably told her right then while they was out there in Key West. That's why she got on their private jet and hit it. I don't need this shit no more.
Baby, did she hit it? Baby, she hit it and didn't look back, did her? Mm-mm. Oh boy. All right, let's go ahead.
And they say, hey, you can go ahead and use PTO for the rest of these.
Come on, shit.
And come back over here.
Matter of fact, how much you get paid? I pay it. I pay you for the week. Come on over here and do this real quick. Come on down to Florida.
Another thing though, while we own her in check or chic or chick or whatever his name is.
Whatever it is.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
So yeah. Check. Want to take my check. But anyway, so but no, for real though. So Heavenly been, I've been seeing clips where she's been talking a lot about, she hired this boy, but she didn't bring that guy around acting like, we in this deep relationship. Everybody know they had just met at the little the singles event or whatever. So I didn't get, as of right now, I don't get that she was trying to act like they were so deep in a relationship. I think that Heavenly kind of got her face cracked a little bit when she was out there with Simone. She's like, yeah, I don't know how Phaedra gonna play. But then when Phaedra brought somebody, it was like, she popped up with somebody. Okay, then.
Well, they was kind of trying her like she couldn't get a man too.
I think what they forget is, they've been on Married to Medicine for a while. They've been there for a while, but they forgot like Phaedra knows how to play the TV game. Y'all, they thought they was gonna get out there and embarrass her.
Well, honestly, Phaedra was on the game that allowed this show to be born, because everybody knows the history by now. We won't go there, but the creator of this show was originally cast or looking to be cast for the other show. She declined it to do this show. So if it was not for Phaedra in that group and Anita in that group, there would be no this group. You get what I'm saying? And a selfless creator. Catch. All right, I won't go too far into my creator bag. I'll let it go. All right, let's move on, child, because y'all know I can go for hours and hours talking about that. King, child, we're busting too. Now, the face might not be busting. The face, but baby, that chest, did you see? Oh,
I don't mind the face.
You know who else don't mind it? Toya.
Oh! Toya be skinning.
Toya want everybody but Eugene. She said, I could have had somebody with a nice body like Steven or King.
I was gonna say Steve.
Like, you go. I'm sorry, Chase.
He's saying all that next to her.
Just made me mad.
Why?
Because she disrespect that man every chance she gets. Like, you really gonna say that sitting up in the confessional with your husband? Like, oh well, I mean, like I could have almost like I could have done way better than Eugene. Like, you settled for Eugene.
Yep, that's what it sounded like.
And listen, I'm sure he could have done. He is very gracious. What were you saying, Dream? He's a very gracious man.
Did you see that flashback of Eugene?
Eugene
Yeah.
was.
He
I
looked
would have
good. That flashback of Eugene, he looked good. He looks. I'm gonna give him his credit. He lost some weight, but for Toya to say that, like, oh, I could have got someone fit, da 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 da, after Eugene lost the weight, I'm like, dang, girl, you gonna say it like that?
Ooh, Zeta's
Ooh,
got a good question while you up here. I'm gonna ask everybody. You got to pick one. Steve versus King. Who you going with? Dream.
Steve.
Antonio.
Oh, I'm both. I'm not. It's
Sammy.
a three-way.
I'm gonna take King.
Baby, I'm not picky. Who wants me? Okay, hello. But I mean, it's about time we had something to look at on Married to Medicine. Because baby, I can't remember. Has there been one that was like kind of? Do you guys remember anybody that was like?
Well, according to Jasmine, I don't know where Jasmine's at, but Dr. G.
So about
Dr.
time
G,
we had
Dr. G,
something to look at.
he's good looking for his age, but he ain't no rough.
Dr. G, remove her because she playing. What?
I'm in the spirit of jazz today.
What's the lady whose husband was always cheating on her? Lisa Nicole. Her husband was. I mean, he wasn't like, he didn't have no edge to him. It was very nerdy, but he was a handsome guy though.
That's the same about Dr. G. Like Dr. G's handsome, but he ain't the one we finna.
It's a different. That's like it's different. You know, sure he got that little walk.
The voice,
I gotta give them that. You know, only thing, and one thing that stick out in my mind about Dr. G is when he got mad at Quad this time and he hopped in that
sped off in that Mini Coupe
and spit rope.
Y'all be talking. That's the one that everybody talks about, but y'all know I like a deep cut. It's from that same season. Remember, he got on the floor. He said, "Ah!"
Yeah, he was acting like he was having a seizure
on the floor,
and slime was coming out his mouth. Yeah,
yes.
And you want me? And you want to be my psychiatrist? Yeah.
It's a no for me, dog. Bring me Dr.
Hell no.
Hey, Dr. Misi, I didn't realize he was in the back. All right, the producer gonna go ahead and get the producer. Hey, Cheryl, it's been a while. Oh Lord, the people is in the room tonight. Hey, Patricia, how y'all doing? We got some new people in the room as well. Make sure that you guys like the video. There is on YouTube at least a bunch of y'all in a group. So y'all go ahead and like the video watching and subscribe as well if you're new, okay? Because we about to get it crunk in just a few moments in this dancery. I just had to give a moment to pay homage to King Chess, because baby, that thing was solid as a rock, okay? Now the group plays vibe check, and this is where all hell breaks loose. Some of it I wasn't able to get. I'm sure they'll be up you tonight. And everybody on the stage can correct me as well if I miss anything or flub anything. So the group plays vibe check. Phaedra and Check arrived, and Dr. Heavily wants to know why she would bring a man if she didn't bring one last year. It's because it's a brand new year. Anyway, the question is, how many dates did you go on before you and your significant other made whoopee? So we're just gonna get right down to the quad of it all. Quad and King definitely cheated and said 30, but they cheated. And Dr. Greg was not very happy. Now, did Dr. G say something in that moment audibly other than making a face? Because I thought it was Daddy who made the comment like they cheating or something like that. But a lot of people on social media are attributing that comment to Dr. G, and it looked to me that it came from Damon.
It was Damon.
I thought it came from Damon as well. Now, and then they kind of showed a little clip of Quad and King actually talking during the situation. They just was like, "What you gonna put? 30." But yeah, but Dr.
Drunk
G
and cheating.
uncomfortable with his new wife.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, he was definitely uncomfortable. Now the next question is, what kind of parent is your spouse? Quad. King is an excellent husband, excellent father. He's an excellent father. You know, she is what we like to call ghetto proper with that accent. And she says she can't wait to hurry up and bust it wide open for King to put that baby inside of her.
That's
They're
what
kissing,
drunk, baby.
Dad, let me tell you something. I said,
Dr. G.
It's my girl. Is she drunk or she being extra? When she did that, throw it in a circle. I said, she gone.
I
She
said
gone.
drunk, baby.
She were both.
She gone.
She were both. In my opinion, she were both. She was, baby, that thing was hilarious. Dr. G again is not impressed, and at this point, he's looking over here. He wouldn't even look over there at him. They ask how many times a week do you have sex, and Quad and King say 15, but maybe more. Huh? Somebody talking?
Keep wearing that cat out.
Ooh.
Golly.
And then got there to be
But she
mad.
said it's quite enjoyable.
I mean, listen, I'm sure Quad got that thing to be thinking down there. You know,
Well, girl,
she
trying to make up. She let it rest for 3 years in her marriage. She trying to play catch up.
Okay, so since you said it, do you think
catch up.
for those whole 3 years she didn't have no kind of ding-a-ling?
I don't think she was cheating because I think that would have came out.
I wonder if, we don't, I'm not going to bring that up. I'm not going to make that.
I don't think Quad had no good meat since she was sleeping with Lake husband.
Allegedly. Production, put allegedly down at the bottom. Put it down at the bottom. Thank you. I'm so glad you here, Demetria.
She wasn't messing up that alimony.
Okay, let me put down my cup. Okay.
Well, now, this is what I will say. Funky Dineva got on the thing and said, y'all know what he said by now. Funky Dineva said that the girls were going around saying they were eating Quad coochie. So was that during when she wasn't giving up no stuff to Dr. G, allegedly?
I don't really.
Do we believe that?
I was gonna take it a little further and
go ahead.
Take it. I ain't gonna say that.
Take it.
I want to
say.
I don't really be believing what like allegedly an ex cokehead or crackhead.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. That's enough. Nope. Ooh, girl, you trying to start
I'm sorry.
You trying to start channel wars.
I did not mean that.
Yes, you did.
I don't believe it though.
Ain't nobody gonna beat my ass.
She's just getting ate out. Nah, she getting some ding-a-ling, if anything.
I don't think she was getting nothing, honestly. I think she was going to work in her circle with her sisters. And that's it.
I believe her. No, I'm joking. Sammy, you believe it?
I don't believe it. It was cute to say.
It was cute to say. All right, I'll let it go.
I feel like if it was true, we would have heard that from other sources other than Dineva.
Dineva know all the girls now in the A.
Yeah.
Just because he know them all don't mean he know them all.
Catch. Okay. Yes. So she says, sometimes multiple days at that 15 is generous, and then she turns around and kiss King in front of her ex-husband yet again. And she's really rubbing it in, baby. I don't know if the alcohol was rubbing her in or if she was rubbing it in, but it was doing what it did. Now, Sweet Tea says that her and Greg have sex twice a week, but during the fertility window, they try all types of freaky sex. Quad says, oh, well, darling, you have to have more sex than twice a week. We need some baby Lutzlets running around. I say, now this bitch here, now she knows she wrong for that shit. And she's going to throw the baby shower. Dr. G doesn't know how if she get her back blown out at least 15 times a week. And I ain't going to lie, that baby all live scream. How she going to throw my baby shower? She getting fucked every time I turn around. She says not only is she going to throw the baby shower, she's going to throw that baby shower in a circle, bitch. I swear to God. Can I just tell y'all something? When I worked for Lisa Nicole, right? This is during the time that Lisa Nicole and Quad was beefing, right? And so Lisa Nicole would be on one side of the room, not drinking, not having no fun. And Quad would be over there drinking and, yes, baby, yes, God, yes, God, this was Quad, and I got my gays with me, I got the people with me, girl. We over here drinking, we doing our business, yes, God. And I just used to be looking over there like,
you want to go over there?
I want to have fun. Shit, they have fun. I want to have fun. But I did make some friends on her team, so we were cool, you know what I mean? So we would, when they would like go and do their little stuff, all of us would then get together and talk because we had no beef with each other. That was them hoes, you know what I'm saying? But like Lisa Nicole wasn't going for it at all. Anyway, Phaedra gives Chet messy ass to tea because Chet messy as fuck. And the only person messier than Chet at that event was Toya, who joined in with the jokes to talk about, yes, a baby shower. We're gonna throw that bitch in the circle to that Toya. Ooh, Toya's so happy her and Quiet friends again. Most annoying feature is the next question of the women from the men. And King says that Quad's most annoying feature is that she falls asleep at the drop of a hat anywhere. And then Dr. Scott get his out of the blue ass up and said, that's because you're putting her to sleep, ain't you, dog? I know that's right. In front of Dr. G2. I'm like, damn, I thought he brought y'all back They brought y'all on the show. Who side y'all on? What are you doing?
Scott say anything.
He's not supposed to like them.
Like,
So Scott not supposed to like them.
now Scott ain't got the light though, but I was just like, damn, not right. You know, if I saw my friend who brought me into the group, it wouldn't be that I didn't like you. It would be just like, okay, I'm recognizing what's going on right now.
Maybe
I
they
live
thought
for
Dr.
it.
G is like over it. Like,
He is not over it.
Clearly.
We're gonna get into it. Okay, to wrap it up, Toya says this is awkward because of course Toya recognizes the storyline like a dog chasing after a bone and puts it out there in the group so we can get the conversation going about how awkward all of this is. Now Quad says that she chose to end her marriage. And Sweet Tea says, well, you chose to end it, but he didn't want to be that either, bitch. So keep it cute. And Quad says they are the perfect couple. And let me just ask 1, 2, 3, agree or disagree. So when I get to 3, we're gonna say agree or disagree. Quad, was that shade? 1, 2, 3. Agree. And y'all a perfect couple. I'm looking at you too. Bumpkin ass bitches. Y'all are perfect for one another. And she says that Dr. G says that he did the right thing like anyone would do and tried to make his marriage work if he was in love and invested in his marriage, even though he knows that it wasn't healthy for him in the long run to continue to try to do that. Quiet says that she's supportive of his new marriage, and Dr. G says, we don't care what you think. And Quiet said, nigga, I don't care what you think. I was drunk as a skunk. She was loose on that goose. Don't get her started. Nigga, I don't give a damn what you got to say about it. So they going back and forth now. And she says that she was trying to support him, but the narcissist in Dr. G has been revealed. Sweet Tea and Quad are now having words, and Quad let Sweet Tea know that I'm what you want to be, baby. Yes, I am beautiful. I am cute. Thank you. I'm what you want to be. And meanwhile, while she's doing that, I don't know if y'all peeped, but King was in the background like this, give this nigga a giggle over his messy ass.
I think King was waiting on.
He was waiting on. Come on, pop up, do it. I dare
did
you.
what he was supposed to do. He don't know nothing about what happened with Quad and Greg. He was supposed to mind his damn business. Unless Quad needed him, he wasn't supposed to do nothing.
Yeah,
that's true. But he was definitely back there giggling. Okay, so she's what Sweet Tea wanna be. Dr. G says, Dr. G starts yelling, babe, 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 at Sweet Tea. And everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Trying to get her attention because Sweet Tea says she ain't no punk. And you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I'm gonna try to get a couple of words out that make some sense back at you. Okay. Anyway, so then Dr. G tells Sweet Tea to be good. And Quad says, it's mighty loud over there. My man would never talk to me like that. I was like, oh. From there, Quad feels that Dr. G is upset at King's presence. The hotel puts them out of the area, and so they have to go. And Cecil says, this has absolutely nothing to do with Dr. Heavily. Let the record show. In the words of Claire Hanks Huxtable, let the record show. It had nothing to do with Dr. Heavily. Miss Quad is still going, and she says that she isn't Mrs. Lunsford. She traded it in to be Mrs. King. As they walk off, Quad says, what part of America is that from? And Dr. Heavily asks, Texas. Now, Sammy.
Yeah.
And, oh, shit. And Dream.
She could have left that out.
If you saw, I asked her on Twitter, come here, bring your ass here, Heavily.
She could have left that out. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's that she said it when she said it. Y'all see Quad, they camera real quick, but Quad threw her head up and turned around like, oh shit, it makes sense. What the fuck wrong with Texas?
Right.
What the fuck wrong with Texas? Quad say, like damn, that's where she from. The bitch, she lived here. She's from Arkansas. Don't put that on us. She is not a representative. No.
I thought she was from like Texarkana. Where is it? Texas? That's right.
He said Texas full on. I said, oh.
Quad turned around and threw her hand up. I said, these bitches. Now wait a minute, Quad. I was riding with you.
Y'all gonna stop treating Sweet Tea like the bubble gum of Married to Medicine, okay?
We tell her husband to stop first.
Okay, let me finish.
That was hilarious, though.
I wanted to break the whole thing down so we could just have a dialogue about it, you guys. So, from there, right? Oh boy, they wore Texas ass out. Okay.
Me and
as
Dream
a
gonna jump her
production.
Not
ass.
too
Yeah,
much. Not too much.
Well, I'm just, I didn't do it. They did it.
No,
I
I'm
love
talking about the
Texas.
chat. Oh, okay, look, I feel you, Amanda. I feel you.
I love Texas. I'm just not from Texas. Okay, anyway, To- Toya feels. Why would they do that? Toya feels that this is what drunk Quad wanted. Quad is going to blame it on the alcohol, but she says Dr. G has absolutely no excuse. We're going to cut it here. We're going to talk about the whole thing, you guys. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So, Dream, I'm going to start off asking everybody the question. I want everybody to answer the question. And then from there, we can just go ahead and dialogue and just chat it up like we do in our group chat on the phone with each other, whatever, right? Let me ask you this. Who started this? Did Quad start it or did Dr. G start it? I don't want no explanation. I want Quad or Dr. G. Who started this, in your opinion?
I blame Toya.
What? I said Quad or Dr. G.
Neither.
Okay. Okay. So when Quad, okay, all right, okay, that wasn't the question, but okay, I'll accept it. I'll accept the answer. Wow, I didn't think about that. Well, thank you, Toya. Everybody say thank you, Toya. Antonio, who did you think started this?
Only between Dr. G and
Only between Dr. G and Quad.
Dr. G started.
Wow. Okay. Sammy, only between Dr. G and Quad.
If it's between them two, it's Dr. G.
Okay, now I'm going to come back to you, Dream. Only between Dr. G and Quad. Who started this?
Dr. G.
Okay, in the group chat, who y'all feel like started it? Let us know in the group chat. If you're watching us on X, let us know. Y'all can comment on X too. Let us know who you feel started it. Y'all gonna have to enlighten me into why Dr. G started it, because I feel like Quad was being antagonistic.
Well,
That's just what I felt.
I want to know why it's between Dr. G and Quad when Sweet Tea answered herself first when she said that Quad and King were lying about the times they were having sex. That opened the door for Quad to start showing her ass.
She did. She did.
You know, I watched it on Broken Silence, and I should have watched it on Peacock.
The
I feel like
next response Quad had was when they said, "Well, we have sex 2 times." That's what Quad was like. Y'all need to do it more. Y'all need to do it more. I'm lying about doing it.
Okay, that's the part that was chopped out. So Sweet Tea actually had something to say.
She said somebody's lying, and Quad turned around and said multiple times. And then she said, me and Greg had all different types of sex. And Quad would say, y'all need to do more. And that's
okay. Well, there it is. Like,
okay, wait a minute. She kind of Toya heightened it, but Sweet Tea had already opened the door for that. You know, we don't have that.
So then a better question is, who started it? That's the best question. Dream, who started it?
I feel like Toya started it because it's one thing to be nice, nasty. You can be nice, nasty with the person all day, literally. Mm-hmm. But they're trying to be nice, nasty, cute. But it wasn't until Toya actually pointed out, this is awkward, X, Y, and Z. And then I do kind of give Quad a little bit because she was like, why? Like, that's his wife is right there. Like, everything's okay. He has a wife. She's right there. But then it did go left after that. So
y'all, really quickly, Amanda K said, whoever did the seating chart. Antonio, just who started it? Now that's a better question, I think, for this scenario. Who started it? Now that's the question.
I would still say Dr. G started it just because he had a unit on his face real mean, like Kai said on that song. He had a screwed up look on his face the entire time, like, why are they here? Why are they in front of me? I don't want to be around them. I don't want to be behind them. So I still think Dr. G started it, even though he may not have said anything verbally out of his mouth. But if you got your face screwed up, then to me, you saying something, you just not saying it verbally. You're saying with your facial expressions. The only thing was Quad and King, of course, couldn't see it because their backs were turned. But that's why they were saying things in the confessionals. And even when Toya said that, is because they could see how his face was looking. He was looking like, why are they here?
Okay. Sammy, what you thinking?
You know, I'm curious about the group chat because a lot of people are saying Quad was being antagonistic for no reason. How is being affectionate with her man antagonistic? Is she not supposed to love her man because her ex-husband back there with his new wife? I don't understand how that's antagonistic. Like, if they weren't gonna be able to handle that, they probably shouldn't have brought their ass out to the beach. They could have went into the pool, or
they should have came on the show that Quad was.
But Dr. G has moved on. I feel like if you go back into that room before they went out into the room, T was telling Greg, Quad and I were trying to get away from some of the awkwardness. So it seems like T was willing to, I guess, move forward. But G was sitting back there with his face all turned up. Sweet Tea sitting there looking at him, so she felt the need to say, "Oh, well, somebody's lying." Girl, even if you did feel like they was lying, who are you to speak on that? Y'all, you and Quiet, y'all don't have that type of relationship. The rapport is not there. You already know that that's her ex-husband. Why even try to interest yourself in that? So to say Quad started it because she was drunk, or y'all feel like she was antagonizing because she actually responded back to, well, no, y'all need to have more sex. No. T should have shut her ass up like her man told her from the get-go. Don't speak to that woman. She broke the rule between the marriage, and that's why Quad hopped on her ass, drunk or not. And I was glad she did it. I wish they would have showed us everything else she did, because they said it was edited very down. It was edited very short.
They always editing the
They
shit
said it
down.
went on for a
Just give
long
us what
time.
they do.
Heavenly said G was screaming at T. Show it all. Because she should have shut her ass up. That man told you he don't want you talking to Quad, then respect that. And you didn't listen to him, and that's why she cussed your ass out, and he took you up to that room and he cussed your ass out.
Right. And the only reason that G had that reaction is because he felt some type of way that King was getting all the cutty and he wasn't.
Why do you care? This is
right. Why do you have this reaction? Why are you so upset? Because
I'm gonna
loving
say
on
it.
my new man.
We know
Love
why.
on your wife.
He's still in love with Quad. He's still in love with Quad.
Listen, I can understand. Well, I can't understand that, because you're supposed to be a psychiatrist. You mean you haven't took the proper steps to you in a whole new marriage?
You got to understand, baby.
You're married now.
Now I'm gonna say something. Y'all know I'm not. I'm gonna say it, and y'all take it however y'all want to take it. Quad was his dream woman.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see him pulling baddies. He started pulling bad girls. Like, how can I put it? He started pulling bad girls once. He got on the show, because the girl in that picture who he allegedly was cheating with, she wasn't an ugly girl, but I don't think he was pulling stuff like that until after you get what I'm saying? Until after he was on the show. We got a super chat, so I'm gonna hush my mouth. Dream, could you go ahead and read the super chat and read who it's from?
It's from Zeta. She says, for the panel, speaking nothing but facts. Hashtag Quad Squad. Thank you, Zeta.
I'm not gonna pay for a support. I'm not gonna come for a supporter. So thank you, Zeta. But I will say, in my opinion, from what I watched, there's nothing wrong with Quad loving out loud and doing this, but it felt like it was a little bit of extra stank on it, because she knew her ex was sitting right behind her. And y'all want to bring them on this show? If you want to sign up for this show, I'm finna kiss my man every chance I get. I'm finna show you how much I love him every chance I get. And I'm gonna put a little bit extra on it to let you know it. And that's how I feel about it. Now, to me, I feel that is antagonistic. However, I also feel like if whatever she did, if she breathed their king next to him, he wasn't going to be able to take it, because I do believe that I feel that he's still in love with her. You get what I'm saying? But I just feel like she was a little extra before Sweet Tea made the comment. She was doing a little extra, because that's Quad. That's Miss Quad. And that's how she fights.
But I found it funny, like, when she didn't have a man, she couldn't come on the trips. Now she got a man on the trip, and they don't like that either. And then
I never think that she should come. I thought
he back there giving that damn speech about I fought my marriage. And you got Jackie talking about, yeah, that's right. You would agree with that, Jackie.
Oh, wait. Well, we're gonna get to that. I just wanted to get this part, but we are gonna get to them, because I got some shit to say to them in a little bit. I'm for the wear her ass out. One thing I like to do is dance on top of Jackie's head like I'm a CNA.
But before we move, I did want to say, because they were saying
we ain't moved yet. We got something to work. We got a little bit to work through, because
you were talking about something else. You were just saying about how Quad was behind. You felt it was antagonistic.
I felt like it was antagonistic, and I felt like it was on purpose.
So so do y'all? And this is where I don't care. Like, if she was being antagonistic, good for y'all. Brought them people on this show. You had to put her on the show where they were getting married. She had to watch it at the reunion. She had to sit through all that. Y'all brought her on that knowing she didn't have a man. Y'all were looking to dig at her. And now that she back this shit and all that shit, she wasn't even just antagonizing Sweet Tea. It was to that whole cast. She didn't have a man. She can't come around. She can't do this. And y'all let Phaedra come on in without a man. She welcomed on all the trips, all the events. This is for all y'all ass. King.
Well, no, but listen, right? I can even get with the get back, because even though y'all know I have not been Team Quad for a very long time, I did feel like if I was on her side, would pay her more if you wanted her to film with her ex, and his new wife and all that stuff. I felt like pay her more, and I was on her side when it came to that. And if this is a residual and the get back of them signing up, but I was under the impression what Quad sold us on was they was in a good place, right? She brought him a gift. They did this, they did that. as we saw the evolution of their storyline, we saw that they weren't really in a great place. There was a lot of unresolved issues between everyone. I feel like, and this is the culmination of that. And well, not the culmination of that, but this is it's starting to rear its head because the culmination is King gonna try to beat that man ass. So that's the culmination. But um I just felt like watching it, if I had to go solely based off of what I saw and how I felt, I really do feel like she was, rubbing it in. And if you want to get into the nuances of why she rubbed it in, then I guess I wouldn't like I'm not mad at her for doing it at all because you brought the people on the show and they thought they was gonna replace me. I'm gonna show you how you replace it. I'm gonna show you how a big bitch go down a slide. I'm gonna slur up on my man Knob in front of you hoes. You get what I'm saying? So I
I'm
ain't say
happy
she's
that she
wrong. I just
did,
feel like she's a
honestly.
little antagonistic. I do.
Me too. And I feel honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I do feel bad for T because you have Greg on one end telling her like he tired of all the negativity, but then you got him on other episodes whispering in her ear when they at the Met Gala, oh, like she can cook. And oh, she doing, sex 15 times a day. Mind you, why was that his biggest rebuttal about them planning the baby shower? She can't do it because she's fucking 15 times a week.
Because he
Not because
remember what it was
Cause
like.
she ain't fucking him.
like it sucked for Sweet Tea. I'm sure, and
If
that's probably why she was so angry. She can't cuss his ass out. So let me get quiet. Somebody
exactly,
finna
if
get
I
her.
were Quad, I would have been rubbing it in too. You just brought your new wife on this show that I've been on with you, and y'all rubbing in my face this entire time. Now that I have a man that I can put on screen, yeah, I'm about to be loving him, my man, my man, my man, my man. And if you're upset about that, which he was, that's on him. And he
I
showed
got
his true
something to add
colors.
to
And to
that, Dream.
me, he showed that he wasn't over Quad. If he was over Quad, he would not have had that reaction.
And
Dream,
I
I got
also
some.
want
Hold
people
on.
to understand the difference between jealousy and resentment. I don't think Quad is jealous of that.
Oh, who said that?
It's a
Sweet
lot of
Tea
people that
said that, but
she still want him and she want whatever she wants. What Sweet Tea had, what she want the house, she had the house, she gave it back. She had the man, she gave it back. She took what she wanted. That was the damn sleep number. That's all she wanted out of there. Everything else Sweet Tea could have. She's not jealous of that. Now, she
sleep
may be
number
very
gone.
resentful, and which I can understand, but jealous and she still wants him. I don't think anybody believes that. Not even Sweet Tea, but it sounds good because it makes her look better than what she's looking like now.
And also, honestly, what it's showing too is Sweet Tea is noticing that Dr. G ain't over Quad. So now Sweet Tea has to she has to respond, and she's responding to Quad instead of her man.
Well, let me
Why are you
say
so
this,
upset, G?
Dream. You said something that I feel like is poignant. She's definitely doing her big one on Dr. G and Sweet Tea for having the audacity to come on the show, right? But when, and this has been my biggest gripe for the longest time, Antonio, when is she going to eventually divert her attention to these people who are responsible for getting them there? That has always been my biggest gripe. I have not seen, she did a lot of crying, but I ain't seen her do a lot of get back on these people.
I don't think she's really in a space where she can get back though, honestly. We seen they kicked the girl off the trip last year. She went there for no more episodes until the very last when production told her to just show up and she wasn't really invited. And this year I don't think she's really in the position to where she can kind of go at them in the way that I think she would if her situation was different.
I need her. I need at least one episode. I need a moment at the reunion where she last season y'all apologized. I apologize to y'all. This season I need apologies because while they're here, and that's one situation I can deal with. I also want y'all to be accountable. And the thing about Dr. Heavily is she do what she want to do and then come on back and whip her own ass before you can whip it. But Dr. Heavily deserve an ass whipping for that. Dr. Jackie deserve an ass whipping for that. Simone deserve an ass. Well, Simone don't deserve no ass whipping for that because Simone wasn't fucking with her and neither was Toya. So that's different. But the girls that said they was fucking with her deserve some discipline for what they did. That has always just kind of bothered me about how she kind of let them get off. And that's just not the Quad that we become accustomed to. Remember Quad said, remember this. And we've reviewed that season, Sammy and Antonio. Listen to me and listen to me good. If Dr. Heavily does one more thing in our friendship, I'm gonna have to forego the friendship. Remember she said that?
Mm-hmm.
She said it. I ain't say it. She said it. So,
and that's probably why she don't care to address her. In her mind, it ain't a friendship. I'm here to get my check, but now I know I got to play it a different way because y'all want to try to get rid of me. So at this point, I probably don't give a damn to address it because I don't see you as a friend. I'm here to do something I got to do.
She went over Jackie house to count the money and just all that kind of. I think she's just doing what she needs to. I think she know what it is, but it's like
playing the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, before we move forward, Quad, said that Dr. G yelling at T was narcissistic, and the narcissist has jumped out. What do y'all think about that? Is that a narcissistic trait that anyone is aware of?
Which part? Dr. G just being the way he was acting?
Yeah, yeah, babe, babe, babe. She's good. I'm good. We good. It's all good.
Because if you think about it, he's telling the girl he didn't want no negativity, but her and Carl were going back and forth, being nice, nasty, whatever you want to call it. He jumped in there and made it argumentative. We don't care what you think, and then it just all hell blew up from there. So
Well, I mean, honestly, if you were on the other end, now we've seen it, we did quad, but if you were Dr. G, right? Which I don't think any of us would be Dr. G, but if you were Dr. G, and it's just going, what would you do in that situation? Would you be silent or would you speak up? Would you say something?
If I were Dr. G, I would have spoke up as soon as Toya says something. You know what, Toya?
I'm
it might
fine.
be
My
awkward to
woman's
you,
here.
but I have a wife and I'm good over here. And Quadis moved forward with her new man, and we good.
Yeah.
But instead, he was like, "I don't care what you think."
And what did Toya say, Dream? What did Toya say? Toya said, well, G ain't said nothing, so I'm taking that he what I'm saying is right.
Yeah.
And he even then he didn't say
he didn't correct her even then.
And that's why I said I feel bad for T, because damn, T had to say something. Why would he be uncomfortable? Quad had to say, "What you mean? This is white." He just said his ass there. So yes, Dr. G, he could have said a lot more than what he did, and at least made his wife feel like she wasn't just a replacement.
But I just thought about that. Isn't that the thing that Quad felt like?
Dream. I'm sorry, Dream.
No, you're good.
It'd be Antonio for me. Go ahead, Dream. I just want to put it out.
Isn't that the same thing? Like Quad had to sit there and watch her ex-husband move forward with somebody. So now that he's watching her move forward with somebody, now he's mad and we're supposed to care? No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
That's they all worry now everybody uncomfortable. Now they don't like it no more now.
When they were saying, "Oh, well, he uncomfortable," I'm like, y'all don't understand how y'all may have made Quad uncomfortable last year, bringing them around and having bridal showers for them and all of this and their wedding and all this kind of stuff.
But let me ask you this then, Antonio, because that's an interesting question. Because was she uncomfortable if she showed up to the thing?
I think for me, when she showed up to the bridal shower, I think it was, child, let me just try to go in here. I don't think she was uncomfortable because I think he's uncomfortable because he wants Quad. I think it was just like an uncomfortable of, damn, my ex-husband around with his new wife. I'm a little uncomfortable. Like we saw how they interacted at Dr. Jackie's first Met Gala last year, and she was like, can I hug or whatever. So I don't think I think it's two different emotions or whatever that they are feeling. I just think it was uncomfortable for her because it's like, damn, with my ex-husband around, his new wife, blah blah blah. I think her going to the bridal shower was just her trying to earn her check and save her job. And
let me ask you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's pop up, and we know everybody love a little pop up. This was gonna be. I think this is what everybody thought was gonna be the moment when, oh, it's gonna go down because Quad done walked in. But then, Quad ended up, being asked to leave, and she left. That was it.
All right, I got one last question. Then what I want to do from here is read a couple of your comments. We're going to do the last scene, which is the last scene, and then we're going to, if anybody's got some calls, we're going to be out. We're not going to be long. My last question is, do you guys think, regardless of whatever happened, who started, who didn't, blah, 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 squad, do you think at any point Quad took it too far, such as saying that she was going to bust it wide open, and had those babies when she withheld the punani from Dr. G and refused to have his babies and said that he better get used to calling Chloe and Kari his daughters because the closest he was going to get to a baby from her was two little dogs and picture perfect pup. Sammy, what you think? Dream, did Quad take it too far?
At one point she did when she said, "You want to be me."
She told the truth. The only time the bitch took it too far is with that Texas shit. That's the only time she took it too far to me.
This ain't Texas.
That's the only thing I couldn't get with. I'm glad she showed her ass.
From Texas. Sammy, I'm on your side, but that was fun.
And that motherfucker heavily said Texas, bitch. Why I said,
No, when she said that, my feelings were hurt. I said, "Oh damn, like that."
I believe her. Antonio, did you feel like it that she took it too far at all?
No. I mean, listen, King Young, Quad is still relatively young as well. So of course they having a whole bunch of sex. Of course they in a lot. So I think that goes without saying. Like, I think the uncomfortable part was just not necessarily what she said, but just Greg knowing, like, he a man in his 50s and he definitely can't go no 15 times a week.
he got a bad hip. He probably can better than the first one he got.
Y'all ain't shit. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't right. Okay.
Greg slinging that pinky.
Ah, God, because she said she knew he wasn't that lady wasn't telling no lie when she said how big or how little that penis was. She said, I know that bitch ain't lying.
And he got nervous at that time while he was fighting for his marriage. Boy, he was down at the hotel with the hoes. He was not fighting for that marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear
Right,
that,
he
Gregory.
didn't even have to say that. Why you got to include you're fighting for your marriage?
And didn't even have the nerve to put on a micro condom. Before we move, y'all, thank y'all so much for subscribing. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Let me just tell y'all really quickly, because there's a lot of new people in here. Hey, to the people, how y'all doing? The mission for this channel is to do what we love to do. We love talking about the stories. That's what I call them, the stories, the reality TV shows. But my personal mission, especially with the year coming up in March, is not only to hit 1,000 subscribers, but to hit 1,000 subscribers to continue to grow this brand into something that I can eventually pay. And I'm just being transparent. Pay my panel for being here for all their time, all their effort, their sacrificing. They volunteer their time to give y'all a good show and give these great opinions. And I really appreciate them for coming because they don't have to. And so it's really important to me that we hit those 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We're over 900. We're almost there. And so from there, continue to get the videos monetized so that we can eventually begin withdrawing from the pot and seeing some of the fruits of our labor. We're not doing it for the money, but it would be nice to get some money, if you know what I mean. So if you do not mind, by keeping us in the algorithm, you can do these things. You can like the videos. If you like the dialogue, these people are here throughout the season. You'll see them. You'll see me as well every other day. Oh, Lord, yeah. If you don't like me, you'll see somebody else you can like, But like the video, comment on these videos, subscribe to the channel to get us to the 1,000, and turn your notification bells on. We have a very loyal fan base. I don't want to say fan base, but we have a very loyal friend group in the group chat section, and it's starting to become to the point where I don't even know who they are. I used to know who every one of them was, and now we don't really know who you guys are. But everybody here is family. We agree, we disagree, we yell at each other, we cut each other out, and then we go get a drink about it. We take them wigs off, we unsnap the bra, and we keep it moving, okay? With that being said, we're going to keep it moving by reading just a few comments. Production, give us some of the comments from the people in the group chat, like 2 or 3 comments. Dream, if you don't mind reading them, because you got the best eyes up here. And and we can go ahead and just talk about it. Go ahead, Dream.
Sean said he acted a fool in couples therapy.
Yeah.
Okay, give me something that's more. Thank you, Sean.
T. Lenise said, I feel like that's a type of read Sweet Tea will look back on and be like, damn.
She didn't get it in the moment, did she?
It ain't really click for her.
I am from Texas.
It usually takes her a minute. That ain't the Texas in her either, so hold on.
Oh, sorry. Where's she from,
anyways, Amanda K said, I didn't like the baby stuff because she knows that Sweet Tea is trying to have a baby. Maybe it wasn't intended for Sweet Tea, but shrug.
She got sprayed in it. You know what? Well, I mean, but at the same side of the token, it was going to be nasty regardless, because she know the one thing that man ever wanted from her was what?
A baby.
So it was going to be nasty regardless. They call it a 2-for-1 special, a BOGO. Go ahead, Dream.
Patricia Hunt said, yes, she was wrong for saying that. I be trying to like Quad, but she gets on my nerves.
Sammy?
What, I'm supposed to read one of these?
Miss Artworld said...
No, before you move on, Sammy, Patricia Hunt said that she was dead wrong for that. She was trying to like Quad, but she can't do it because Quad be doing fucked up shit like that. Did you have
What she,
anything you want to
She
say?
be getting on her nerves.
I
Get
mean,
on there.
about what we're talking about. What did Quad? Which moment? Did
I
Quad do
think she
something?
mentioned a moment about y'all need to have some baby lumps
Sure.
running around. And they were saying like that she know that they having fertility issues or whatever.
Well, shit. Well, she was responding. Sweet Tea said during the fertility winter they try to have all different types of sexes, whatever the fuck that meant. That's what she said. She responded back to it. Listen, yeah, listen. I'm the wrong one to ask. I don't feel bad. Quad gave it to her. I'm glad she did. They came on here trying to make her uncomfortable last season. Everybody's mad because they don't like Quad, and they was thinking, oh yeah, Greg is new woman on here. They finna make her uncomfortable. She finna look stupid. Now the
Oh,
bitch firing back, and they don't like it.
oh
I don't
God.
care. I love it. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Miss Patricia. She can get on your nerves, but she get on mine too sometimes. But I'm gonna
Okay.
ride. And in this moment, she did not get on my nerves. I'm actually proud of the woman. It took her too damn long, if you ask me, and I hope she do it some more at the reunion.
Okay. Okay.
I do.
This the last one. We're gonna finish the show out. This the last one.
Okay. Art Roll said, wasn't Dr. G cheating and dragging her down the steps? I wouldn't have had babies with it. She said I wouldn't have had his babies anyways.
Well, apparently they was beating each
He
other
definitely
up. Either
body
way,
Quad.
He was
Catch
dragging
that
her
bitch.
down the steps?
You dragged me
Get on
down the stairs.
you slammed me on the kitchen floor. He had her like Kelly Rowland, child, and you got the nerve to think she's gonna give you a baby?
Are you serious? Not dirty laundry. Okay, listen. Okay. We finna finish this. I'm gonna drop the link because we're done with the episode. It's just a quick scene. Because Sweet Tea
Texas.
was huh?
Hmm.
What you say, Antonio?
Texas.
That
Nah.
should have been the drinker.
Wait a minute.
Oh God, that should have been the drinker word of the night.
Let me tell you something that made me holler though.
What?
After Simone said that they had to go, and Toya said, "Okay, well I'm gonna go have my one sex." When I say I fell out my seat,
He did say that.
I fell out the seat. Them hoes clown this episode.
And who bust out laughing first? Simone.
Heavily.
Oh, that was heavily. I thought
Oh,
Simone.
wait.
Simone busted out laughing when she got up to tell them that they had to leave. That's how you know they showed up their ass for the hotel and say, "Hey, ladies, y'all got to
Y'all
get out
gotta
my
go to
meeting."
y'all room.
But two, when Toya was talking to Sweet Tea at the very, very end, and she was like, he's not over her. Sweet Tea said, that's not what I'm worried about. Yeah, he is. She's like, are you sure? Did we see the same thing?
Toya said, "Really? You just need to catch on."
You need to
For
catch
real.
on. Okay, you guys. Speaking of that scene, so they get back to the room after Quad has given us her new monologue for the season. And Sweet Tea and Greg are having words back and forth. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Toya feels that this is what drunk Quad wanted, as we mentioned. Dr. Mimi tries to speak with Quad and puts her hand on her shoulder, and Quad say, "Oh,
Because I know you her home girl.
yeah, don't put your hands on me, baby. I don't know you like that." And they made it a point to show that. So I feel like now we've been doing this for a long time. That wasn't in there for no reason, I hope. Is Dr. Mimi gonna turn up on Quad, or what's the thing with that?
I think they wanted to show how inebriated Quad.
Oh, Quad was just drunk. Okay, all right, I'll let it go.
Because she was on fire.
This was told.
She was told. King says that she is still bringing her past trauma into the present, but he recognizes it's a process. That's a kind, patient man. That's a good man, Savannah. But how much more, just very briefly, I'm just going to ask you, Antonio, how much more do you think King will be patient dealing with this situation?
I think Quad, should try to go ahead and wrap it up as quickly as possible. I mean, King seems to be a very, cool guy, got a career, take care of his family, loving person. So I think for me with Quad and Greg, it was, I guess the way that it just ended was so bad. Was there really, I mean, I know they got a divorce, but was there really closure? Did anybody, Greg is a psychiatrist, but he needs therapy. Quad probably needs some therapy after that as well, because they had so much going on. But I think Quad should, try her best to go ahead and nip that in the bud as quickly as possible. But then also for both of them, it's like they haven't been around each other in this capacity in a few years. So
Mm-hmm.
like, you know how you kind of think you might be done with something, and then it's in your face, and you like all of a sudden your blood be boiling.
Yep.
Yeah, that's to me what I think that's the situation that they were in at that moment.
That's a good observation because I want to say, for as much as everybody say quiet on the outside is hard, but she really not is not that. And I think that what we saw because she was, sipping on that scissor, but she was a little tipsy. You know what I mean? I think that we saw what she has been wanting to say for a little. She has been wanting to get that. Hopefully, this her last one. But
Yep.
sometimes you just got to cuss a bitch out one more time. And another thing, you know what? I'm a little bit bothered now. Like one of those, like, you know what? uh-uh. Hopefully she got it out of her system. I support sister in that. Y'all know I'm not I be on quiet head like a CNA on TikTok, but I can't fault her for it. I can't really fault her for it. They went through a lot. Um, excuse me. So they're going to the back. Dr. G says, he doesn't get to say anything to her because he did her. Oh, excuse me. I meant to say. Quad says that Dr. G doesn't get to say anything to her because she
A
did.
goddamn thing.
Yeah, a goddamn thing because he did me wrong. Dr. Gregory Cicero Lunsford. She called the whole name out. Like
Sure.
what? An ex-wife that ain't over it. I'm sorry.
I think when we missed the part when she was talking to Mimi and when she told what the reason why she went off is when she said all she should have said was I don't know nothing about that. I'm his wife now and it's over. She said, but when you try to like make it seem like you know what's going on, now I'm gonna run it down for you. And that's what we missed. Sweet Tea got to talking like she knew and like Greg didn't want you. Okay, bitch, let me tell you why he did and let me tell you why we're not together.
Yeah.
She said, I'm gonna run down the minutes. Like that's what I'm saying. Sweet Tea should have just that was a
Mind
play.
business and drink her drink.
Basically.
I
Okay.
like Sweet Tea's braids though; they look nice.
It did. I wish she would took them glasses off.
She probably got some braids done in Texas because we do good hair out here.
She looked the boot. Oh,
Texas.
all right. Sam in Texas is that's what
Could have done it, Texas.
She caught me
Sam
in Texas.
Texas. All right. So T tells Greg that if Quad says something to her, she's gonna say something back. You know who you married. You didn't marry no punk. So I don't know why you acting like that. Dr. G says he doesn't want to talk about it right now, dear. That's a flashback. And Dr. G says to let her be. He doesn't want the drama, and then he just leaves the hotel room. Sweet Tea does not get the hint that he wants to take a breath of fresh air and immediately goes after him and follows him. From there, Sweet Tea talks to Toya and Contessa, and Toya says, King's looking good. This lady was talking about having babies. He got a chest that Greg ain't never had. He got a face that Greg ain't never had. He got a dick that Greg ain't never had. Of course. Greg is going to be pressed and obviously a little bit jealous to see what may have been his dream woman and potentially the love of his life move on, especially if it was not his decision to get a divorce. Sweet Tea hears all and says, no, that's not it. I don't think that's what it is. Now, I've been trying to get the people off of you for calling you slow and all that stuff. But it's out of my hands now, sister. So we go to Daddy in the room, and Daddy says, aka Dr. Damon, says that he doesn't see how anyone couldn't see what Dr. G was going through and how that would bother Greg because of what Greg had to sit through in regards to basically Miss Quad throwing that ass in a circle on King and tonguing him down every 5 seconds. He says that he wouldn't be surprised if Dr. G got on the plane and left. And Curtis says he wouldn't come back. And Jackie says she wouldn't want him to either. The fuck? Do they think that we don't have Peacock? Did that not catch nobody off guard? Like, what is he talking about? And what is she talking about? First of all, anytime you ask Sweet Tea, I'm going to just say this. I don't know. Her story has always been consistent. Although she was friendly with Simone and Toya to a degree, the people most influential and responsible for getting her on that show was Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie. So for Dr. Jackie to sit up there and say, that she wouldn't want somebody to come back and she wouldn't want them to return either. And then for Curtis, bitch, is Curtis project up in the DR? Like what? That just really threw me off. Like they have a lot of nerve and a lot of gumption. And I really do want to know, do y'all feel like Daddy saying that he would have left in this moment when he's been at odds with Dr. G is because now that they're cool again, he's supporting Dr. G, or if it's because he has archaic male chauvinistic views himself. What are y'all thinking about that? And then we're done.
I think that Dr. Daddy was just honestly, I feel like he was putting himself in Dr. G's shoes in the sense that Dr. G is not over Quad. That's very like out there. It's very in your face when it came to their conversation and their experience there. So if you're not over this woman, she's broadcasting that I got a new man, you know, I'm having sex 15 times a day, oh girl, and it's enjoyable, X, Y, and Z. I'm a busted wide open to have his babies. His feelings are hurt. He still cares about the lady. He needs to go home, deal with his emotions, figure out why he's with his wife, love on his wife, get over Quad, and then continue forward. But he hasn't, to me, gotten over Quad. And that's the big misstep that he's taking. Because if he did, none of this would have even happened.
Mm.
You know
All
what?
right. Go ahead.
Fuck that whole room. Because how do y'all sit there now y'all in this room and now y'all have all this comments and commentaries. The only thing I do hope that both Sweet Tea and Quad paid attention to and recognizing that moment is that they are on their own. I can guarantee you if that was Jackie and Simone or any of them other couples going at it back and forth like that, they would have got up and put it into that right before they could even get being so chaotic. And now you get back to this room and now you have all this empathy for Dr. G and our friend this and our friend that. And the narrative of, you know, it's hard to listen to Quad say that she's gonna have this baby with this new man and she's so happy with this new man, as if your friend is not sitting back there as a newlywed. He's in a whole new marriage. Yeah. So why would he have all this heartache? You got a younger wife at that, so it should be easier to, you know, conceive with her. And it's because Quad is so happy now and Greg has to see that. So just fuck his marriage. And what was all this conversation that y'all could have had with him then? Y'all could have took him to the side and calmed him down before he blew up and embarrassed his relationship. But now y'all sitting there back in there, in my opinion, two toxic ass couples. We know for sure Curtis and Jackie. Damon and Heavenly, we don't got nothing on paper to show for it, but I'm sure it's there somewhere. But it was annoying to watch. One, because now all of a sudden y'all wouldn't want them there when y'all was both Jackie, the two that Chase was just referring to. Y'all fought for them to get on the show so y'all can come and save Quad's checker so y'all can get a story. And now that the story going, now that Quad has participated and giving y'all the angry and the aggravation that y'all wanted from her, now it's too much. Now everybody's uncomfortable. Now you would leave and never come back. Fuck that whole room. I really hope that T and Quad, if they don't take nothing else from that, they realize that when it comes to this, they ain't got nobody but Greg and Ken. That's the only thing that they have in common at this. Well, aside from the house and all that stuff. But other than that, I hope they paid attention to that last scene. It was a very, very annoying to watch for me.
It was. I would have been so done with them. Antonio, your final.
Texas.
I believe her.
No, for real though. Sammy and Dream, you know, they said it all. They said it all.
All right, you guys, we got some callers. You guys, we got you out the window a little bit tonight. So you got 30 seconds, except for this person who I'm going to let on because she paid for all the airtime tonight. Hey, Zeta.
Zeta.
Hey,
hi, gorgeous people. Happy Black History Month. I'm going to go ahead and preface. Y'all, I got a lot to get off my chest, okay?
You paid for the time, girl. Go ahead.
So I went back and I caught up on all the episodes up until now. So I do love the couples trip. I thought the game was really cute. Phaedra and Dr. Jackie floating off all the way back to Georgia was cute. And Dr. G falling, I think that was the start to the best because he embarrassed himself in front of two young men who look good compared to the rest of them up there. Okay, so then the games were innocent that heavily usually her questions were really messy. It wasn't that messy. And then I think the issue was my girl was toasted. She was drinking her drink, okay? So I'm still fighting for Quad. Quad did not start it. She's in love. Yes, she was doing a little bit extra, trying to show off her man. Okay, cool. Like Dr. D was here with his wife last year. She was showing off and doing whatnot. So now it's her turn. So why is everybody upset? But then the drama really started when Quad said she does it 15 times, right? And the tea in the background talking about someone's lying. Nobody asked you, Miss Ma'am. Sit back there with your gums. Okay? And then Quad turned around and said, "No, it's the truth." And then they kept going, right? And then what's her name? T said, "Yeah, we do at least 2 times a week, but then ovulation, we try to spice it up." Girl, that man is 60 years old. What y'all doing? Missionary? That's the spice? Okay. And then Quad talking about y'all need to make some babies. Y'all got to do more. All right. But Toya was the gasoline in the fire. And she said it's awkward. So the Quad was like, no, you got to be respectful. That's his wife. And I think she ended up saying, "Oh, I support this marriage." And then Dr. G, with all the built up issues from him falling on during the beginning, Quaddy over here with her man, and he's like, "We don't care what you think. We don't care what you think." And all that leads up to showing the real Dr. G, the same one that we were talking about in season 6. That's talking about Quad said he slammed me to the ground, and he's talking to you put a knife on me. The same abusive man, okay? And y'all think that he didn't change. The people over here blame Quad. No, it's that man. All right, what else I have to say? Oh, King is an MVP. He was being really quiet, being soothing, supporting his girl. He didn't get riled up like some people's men. And Miss T, she's delusional. She don't want to believe it, but her man still want Quad. Yeah, and Dr. Heavenly and Jackie, they're messy. They know better. They wouldn't want that to happen to them. They wouldn't want to bring what's her name, the girl that was foughting through the airport with Doctor what's his name, Curtis. They wouldn't want
He
to
ain't
bring the
no
girl who
dog
messing
though.
with did the DR. They wouldn't bring Tammy either. They wouldn't bring the white lady that has the Doctor Damon's little wife, little kid, or whatever. I can't even talk no more. But
Allegedly.
it's just so messy, just messy stuff. And y'all want to do it to my girl? All right, now
You
she
better
knows she don't
speak
got
your
real friends up here. Okay,
okay.
All
I'm
right,
done. Thank
Zeta.
you.
Zeta, Kim, before you go, thank you so
Yes.
much for all of your support, first of all.
Of
And
course.
second of all, can you see how I keeps it real? Because you know how I used to feel about Quad, and you see all the grace I'm giving her this season, right?
We love a supportive man.
Oh, all right. And we love a supportive woman. Thank you so much, Zeta, for all of your love and all of
Thank
your
you. Y'all
support.
have a great
Thank you,
night.
Zeta.
You too.
Bye.
All right, you guys. We're gonna let the next person up. Uh-oh. Let they get their camera together now. I always fuck this up. So I'm not trying to be shady, but you gotta have it together now. Boom. Okay. Hey there.
Hello.
It's two
Hey
of them.
Hey.
Natalia. Oh, okay. Who
Hey,
was that?
Hey.
Hi, panel. Because Chase only gave my girl quiet fever because he felt like she was the cause of pushing Mariah out, but it was Bravo Universal TV. But
Okay. All
I'm gonna
right.
let that cook. We not gonna get into that.
We're gonna let
That's
it
gonna
go.
that's gonna be in the DMs. But
Okay.
it is what it is. And this is from the clubhouse days. But
It's the clubhouse days.
we ain't gonna
Uh-oh.
bring clubhouse for you too, Bookie.
Yeah, because I've been uncussed and fussed. Natalia, what you thought
Okay.
about this though? What you thought about Miss Quad and all of
I did
this?
not think it was Quad's fault. It was Toya throw a rock and had her hand.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
know it was Toya.
Okay, but why do you feel
But
like that?
because you said yes and you can host the baby shower, and Quad just picked the ball up and ran with it. Because Quad's been on reality TV for the last 10 years, so she know how to pick up a cue. And that's what she
Mm.
did. And Sweet Tea, you can't play with me like my girlfriends can play with me because I don't know you, ma'am.
Okay.
It's certain people in my friend group that can play with me a certain kind of way, and there's other people that I don't fool with that can't
Yeah,
play with me.
yeah.
That's true, Natalia. I ain't got nothing to say yet.
Speak your speech, sis.
So, and then you already know I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm tipping on four fours, and you still talking to me.
And
So
and you not from Texas.
Shout out to
I'm
Texas.
definitely not. I'm from Virginia, repping my alma mater, repping my school, Norfolk State University, coached by Michael Vick, the football team. Yeah,
The dog
HBCU.
fighter.
Chase.
Oh, okay, all right.
He
Chase.
did his time, and there you go.
Chase, you wrong for
You ain't no better than the white folks.
that.
Okay, you're right. Y'all caught me. Boom, bang, bang. You got me.
You ain't no better than the white folks, and I'm gonna get you like I cussed them out on Facebook. I don't want to do that to you. Now
They
on the
bring up
fourth
them
day of
dogs
Black
every chance
History
they
Month,
get. You're right.
they do.
Natalia, before I let you go,
Okay,
one last question.
what's the
Where do
question?
you see it going from here?
I see Greg backpedaling and pussy popping like he was on that beach and getting restraining order. because he's
Get off.
scary.
Get down. Get down.
Okay.
All
You can tell
right,
the truth
Well, you
Natalia.
anytime.
You
asked
Yes.
said it,
me.
because he is.
Okay, Dream. Okay, you
Exactly.
feel me? You see him backing up. He can barely walk straight, and he's gonna be backing up, moonwalking across
Definitely
the
backing up.
beach.
He's running back.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
Natalia, you know I love you so
I
much.
love you too, Pooh.
All right, thank you for tuning
All
in. I
right,
appreciate that. All
bye.
right, I'm gonna DM you soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I got something to ask you. All right. All right, Art World, come on up. Give me Art World. We almost out. We out. Give me Art World.
Art world.
Am I here?
Hey,
Oh,
Art
can
World.
y'all hear me? Hey,
Mhm.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
hey.
listen, I'm with
Yes.
you, Sammy. Everybody has said everything I was about to say. I'm telling you, I couldn't wait till Quad shut them down because last season wasn't Dr. G and Miss T celebrating when they kicked Quad out the friend group.
Yep.
So
Oh, they were.
so what's up? Yeah, you guys
Ooh.
started this. You
Yeah.
guys thought that Quad came here. She what T say? She need to move on, get you a man, move on, all this other crap. Yeah, so yeah, she has her man. He's right here. They doing it well, 15 times a week. I don't care if they lying or not. They doing it more than you guys, so whatever. So look, you wanted to say Quad was lying. So hey, she lets you know. Look, Toya started all of this. She is so messy. And I don't like the fact that Toya started that and then she wanted to have T's back when Dr. G left.
Mhm.
Now
Saying
she
Quad
wanna
was drunk.
yeah, Quad drunk. She should have did. But Toya, you was sitting here encouraging all of this. So shut up. Please. So yes, I'm with it. I could care less about Dr. G. I want him off my TV. He wanted to come back here and stick it to Quad.
Yep.
Now
Mm.
look, she done showed up with Mr. Take your shirt off. and,
Yeah,
uh,
oh,
and I
baby.
can't wait till next week. You saw how he was running? Oh
Oh,
my goodness. He was running. He took the glasses
Faster
off.
than
He ready.
Shakira.
So yeah, I don't feel bad for them. Sweet Tea, you got to just stop talking. I would not get into that. Like you setting yourself up. So that's all. I mean, I just love this episode. I'm telling you,
it
Quad.
was good.
I'm so glad she finally put her foot down and let them know. Like I have been moved on. So yes,
Yeah, she
that's
did.
it.
It took a
Art,
rum punch to do it, but she got it done.
baby,
Damn.
they
Yeah,
took
she
some.
got it done.
They should name
She
the
got
episode "Rum Punched" because she was punched.
yes,
When I
yeah.
went back and watched it, y'all, and when she took that first sip when I gave it, she said, "Oh yes, this is good." I said, "That's the one
hmm
Oh
right there."
yeah,
It
that's
That's
was
what
gonna be
it
our new
on.
was,
meme,
right?
It was
Sammy.
on from then, yeah. And next week is gonna be called Run Joe. In DC, we got a song called Run Joe, and that's next week. It's gonna be Run Joe, Dr. G.
Okay. Now let me say this. I always say this, and
Yeah.
don't get mad at me, Art World. I want you to go ahead and give us 5 seconds, just really quickly. Tell these people where to follow you on YouTube for your book too, please.
Oh yes, realistically, read with me. I started a booktube. I am just so excited about that because it was something I wanted to do for so long, and I just finally just said, "Go ahead, get my phone." I don't have a camera, so I'm just using my phone right now.
Use your
But
phone.
I got a I did an Instagram page to last night
Okay.
also.
Drop
Yeah.
the Instagram link and the YouTube link. We're finna wrap up, but drop it before we go. Okay.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right. Thank you
much.
so
Bye,
much,
All
our
right.
Art
world.
Bye.
World.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Y'all
Bye.
go follow her channel and support her. Y'all, I don't know where y'all got 30 seconds. I don't know where y'all keep coming from, but the lines are closed. The phones are closed. We gotta go. 30 seconds. Hey friend, how you doing? Hey
Hey.
friend.
Hey, Sean.
Hey Sean.
Oh, it's just me? Okay. I'll be quick. Dr. G played himself. He tried to come on there with Sweet Tea, even though he thought she was the bomb, but she was a dud because she just made herself look stupid and everybody laughed at her. To compare her to like he did an upgrade, which he didn't. So I'm not even mad at I'm not even mad at Quad for acting it up. But if you don't want no drama with nobody, especially if somebody drunk, just be quiet. They'll talk themselves to sleep eventually, and then just ignore Quad. Then none of that would have happened. But if Quad gets pregnant, Dr. G head is gonna explode.
Yeah.
And Heavenly made a good point on her little thing. She say every time she act a fool, they show everything. But they said Dr. G was acting a fool, and anybody else they don't never show them acting a fool, just her. But that I want to see the whole thing. I want to see it all. Okay, bye.
Oh, Sean. Sean's one of our moderators
Sean.
here. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sean.
Thank
Sean.
you, Sean.
All right. Okay. This the last one. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, okay. I don't know what happened, so maybe that wasn't. Demisio, you got 30 seconds. Make it quick.
Hey guys.
Oh, you
Hey.
okay?
Uh, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you just
Mhm.
sound sad. You sound down on your luck. Back again. Hey, Asia. Okay, y'all give us your 30 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Demetria.
Okay, I just want to say I'm not one to ever defend phony Faye ever, but it just seems like Phaedra got them so pressed, especially Jackie old ass. Like she got them so pressed, and I just find it honey. Like they funny. I mean, they seem so mad that their failed attempt to embarrass Phaedra keeps getting ruined every time. Like they thought they was going to embarrass Phaedra by bringing Apollo on the trip, and she done brought her a nice looking young man, baby, and they mad, and I live for it. Like I said, I ain't one to ever defend Phaedra now, but against the old ladies, I'm definitely Phaedra. And when it came to Quad and Sweet Tea and King and all of that, one, like you said, Dream. Toya started all of that, and Dr. G escalated it by getting all loud and aggressive. I honestly think he was quiet drunk and was quiet sticking it to them. Absolutely, because they came on the show in the first place with bad intentions. So they deserve it in a way. But I honestly think Quad was just making light, making fun, just keeping the night going, keeping the fun going. I don't even think she really for real meant any harm at the moment until, like I said, Greg got aggressive, he got loud. Chase, like you said, his face was turned up the whole time. Like he kind of escalated it into a negative, toxic space. And I don't think Quad was trying to take it there. I think Quad was just making the best of the situation. They all filming the show, they all working together. So it's like we gotta work with each other, girl. And they have two things in common. They both were trying to have a baby. I think Quad was just, again, was she sticking it to him? Absolutely, but on the other hand, I don't think she was trying to turn it into what it became at all. And Dr. Greg needs to go get some therapy. And baby, Dr. Mimi husband, oh my God, I will be sleeping with him. I'll be like Quad and King 15 times a day.
Okay, you keep that to
Well, we.
yourself, Diva. All
Uh-uh.
right, Diva.
That is a married man, you freak.
You freak. All right, Asia. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I think that at the end, Quad was just drunk, and you got to discharge that to the game. Overall,
Yeah.
they engaged with the woman under the whole influence of penis and margaritas or pina coladas. So I don't think anything of it. I don't even think she embarrassed herself. I think she started it for sure, but she started it playfully. And if she got to see them all the time and she show up to work, she might as well talk to them. That's really it.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much. Demetria, thank you for coming in and working the show. Asia, thank you for calling in. Natalia, Zeta, thank you for calling in and your super chat. And Art World, thank you for calling in as well as Sean. Thank you everybody into the group chat. I want to thank
Thank
Sammy.
you for calling.
What'd you say, Antonio?
Thank Natalia for calling in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Natalia. You know you're never far from my heart, Diva. Thank you so much, Natalia, for calling in for all your support. Dream, Sammy, Antonio, thank you so much for being here, going a little longer with us tonight. I really appreciate you guys. We had 2 episodes. We got to a lot of content. You guys make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bells, and we will see you next week for the fight. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.